Hey guys, Daniel here from Brightline Pavement Markings. I just wanted to do a short series of videos for the guys that are maybe want to get into the business, or maybe they already are and they're just new, starting out, trying to figure everything out. I just wanted to do a series of videos that hopefully, something that I didn't have. I had experience, like when I started. I worked for a company for 15 years before I started my own business. But some things I've learned about business and the industry, and hopefully it'll help you guys out. And the thing I want to talk about today is appearance. Your trucks, your equipment, how does it look? Because that's a very, very important thing in the equation. Like, you could be striping Jesus, okay? And you could paint the best lines on planet Earth. But if you show up in a 1985 Chevy Astro van that's all beat up, and, the people see that, customer sees that, and he's going to be like, wow, this guy obviously don't care about his business's appearance. Is he going to care about, the work? So, or like, obviously this guy don't make a lot of money. People don't call him because his work is crappy. And it could be the farthest thing from the truth, but people's perception is very, very important. Like, this truck ain't new. It's a '08 with 300,000 miles on it. It's my truck. And like, I hit a deer last year on the way to a job. That was so fun. And I just fixed it myself because I'm about saving money. A hammer and a new headlight and some zip ties. But from 15 feet away, it's a good truck. Good looking truck. You want the inside to be nice too. But like, just an example, I was driving to the gas station just the other day, down at the end of the road. I was at the stop sign. This car pulls up next to me, and he rolled down his window and he's like, "Hey, that's a really nice truck." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And he goes, "Do you guys do parking lots?" And I'm like, "Yep, that's what we do." And he goes, "Okay, cool, I'm going to call you." He called. I went to bid the job. It was like a $50,000 job. From what? All I did was drive to the gas station. You know what I mean? And because he liked the truck, he saw it looked professional, everything, he's like, "Well, will you come bid my job?" So you think about it, is that worth it? Like, is it worth it taking, maybe 2 hours a week cleaning your truck? And I get it, it's hard, like, especially for us. We're maybe 5-6 people when we're real busy and we're working 12-14 hours a day every day for weeks and weeks. That's one of the last things you want to do, is clean your truck. But it's very important. Like, really, is it worth it? $50,000 from, a couple hours a week. See, even if that only happens one time a year, is it still worth it? Yeah, I think so. Even if it only happens once every 2 years. Yeah, I think it's worth it. And if you're just starting out, like, $50,000, it's a good job for any size company. But for the little guy, it's really, really good job. So, and those things happen all the time. You never know who you're talking to. Like, if you build it, they will come, basically. That's just how it works. And this is how we set up all of our foreman trucks. I have 2 foremen, one in Pullman, one in Tri-Cities. I'm hiring one for Spokane so I don't have to do as much as the work of the, physical work myself. I could focus on, estimating and all that. But this is how they're all set up. There's usually a headache rack, toolbox, and that's our patent pending utensil setup. It's so much better than having them stick straight up out there. You can grab them without having to get in the truck. One important thing to have would be a lift gate. I like the looks of the normal tailgate, but a lift gate will make life so much easier. Because not all the time you don't need to pull a trailer, right? All you need is a paint machine, maybe some paint and a stencil. You could put all that in the truck yourself with a lift gate. But yeah, and like there's a lot of jobs where a lot of times you might take a customer around the job site in your truck. You might be driving an inspector around in your truck. You might be taking a customer to lunch. Do you want them to get in a nasty, dirty, stinky truck? I mean, you might not care, but the customer's definitely going to care. A side note, look at my seat. I mean, it's a little worn. Look at my helper seat. Like, what the? Come on, man. Check yourself before you get in my freaking truck. Like, finding people that care is not easy. That's something like I just I've learned just not to deal with it anymore because it costs you money too. I mean, if you have guys that don't care about your image or your equipment or your truck, all they're doing is costing you money. Say that person bids work and brings work in. If they bring in, $100,000 worth of work, and you only make 1% on it, what's the point? Because it's not just the work, but it's how everything that they break, or all the work you're losing because you don't look good. You got to think about all those things if you want to start to grow. And if you really, pride yourself in your work, you should in the appearance. Because it's going to do nothing but help you. Cost you a little bit of time. It's one of the simplest things you can do to make a difference in your business. And you want the brand recognition. For one, having nothing on your truck looks shady. It just does. Like if I'm driving around all over town painting parking lots, people see it, recognize it. Our company's logo and everything is very distinctive. Most of the trucks are actually, all the trucks are actually black with a green stripe. This is the only one that's different just because that's how it worked out when I bought the truck. But people see you all around town painting parking lots. They see that you're doing good work and your truck's recognizable. Says, oh, I need my parking lot done. And I'll call those guys I saw. So it means a lot. It really does. That's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. I hope that's some good insight for you guys. Like I said, you might not think my work will speak for itself. Well, there's more than that. Half of the battle is looking the part. I mean, I want to stress that you got to do good work. You got to know what you're doing and produce a good product. But you can, like I said, you can have the best product, but the worst looks. You're not going to get as much work as you could be getting. It's just how it is. whether you like it or not. So you might as well just, have your stuff looking nice and have people that treat your things nicely. But anyway, until the next video, peace.